I would go back to the policies the way they're supposed to be under existing law for them. I mean, one of the things we have to understand is that I believe that much of what the president's done is an open violation of Helms-Burton and the Cuban Democracy Act. I believe it's in violation of existing law. We're going to comply with existing law. I have never criticized anyone that wants to go to Cuba and visit their mother, their father, a dying relative. I've never criticized that. What I criticize, and what I think makes no sense, is that we allow people to come to this country on the Cuban Adjustment Act. They're here for ostensibly for purposes of we're fleeing oppression, and 1 year and a day after they have arrived, they are traveling to Cuba 15 times a year. Well, how can you make an argument that you are fleeing oppression and political oppression, and then you're going back 15 times? I think it puts in danger the Cuban Adjustment Act and the status Cubans have had in this country, and it provides an enormous source of hard currency and revenue to the Cuban government. And those are the things that I have problems with. There are people that are legitimately fleeing oppression in Cuba, people that speak out politically, people that have turned on the government, whatever it may be. These people have these are truly people that cannot go back to Cuba. But my problem now is that the law as it exists is hard to justify anymore. When you have people that are coming and a year and a day later are traveling back to Cuba 15 times a year, 12 times, 10 times, 8 times, that doesn't look like someone that is fleeing oppression. And other people turn to us and say, well, what's the justification for the special status now? It's a very legitimate point, and I've been making it for a number of years, not just in the last 6 months. We somehow ignore the fact that 90 miles from our shores is an anti-American communist dictatorship that oppresses its people and sows instability. Because as long as they are an oppressive regime, people are going to get in rafts and leave that island and come to the U.S., and it's our Coast Guard that's going to have to go save their lives in the Straits. And we have a vested interest in ensuring there is stability on that island, and you won't have it as long as it's a dictatorship.